A man built his own super rifle. When he tested it, he saw white smoke coming from behind a distant mound of earth. Even after the bullet hit, some of his team members went to check. They found not only a hole in the concrete, but also a massive crater behind it. The bullet had even pierced a nearby building. To increase the weapon's power, the man quickly changed the battery. Then he told his partner to record the entire test. When he fired again, a distant bridge instantly collapsed. They showed the video to the army, hoping to sell the weapon for a high price. But the officer said that a video wasn't enough. He needed to test it himself. When the officer saw the man, Alex, pull out a weapon that looked like a toy, he laughed. But Alex remained calm, aimed directly at a tank, and pulled the trigger. In the next second, there was a huge explosion, and the tank was blown to pieces. The officer was so stunned he couldn't speak. He immediately asked, "How much does the weapon cost?" Alex replied, "100 million. The officer accepted without a second thought and said the payment would be made at noon the next day. However, Alex didn't know that as soon as he left, the officer began investigating everything about him. The next day, it was time for the deal. Alex thought he was about to become a millionaire, but he was also afraid the officer would try to cheat him. Because of this, he had already given the weapon and all the data to his team for safekeeping. When Alex arrived at the meeting point, he saw that instead of money, the officer had brought his men to steal the weapon. Alex was about to escape, but discovered that the officer had also kidnapped his family. With no other choice, he called his team and told them to hand over the weapon. Once the officer confirmed that everything was real, he released Alex and his family. Alex and his team went to the roof of a tall building and tracked the officer's car. Alex had already placed a tracker on the weapon. As soon as the car reached the right location, Alex took out the second generation of his super rifle. It also looked like a toy, but it was far more powerful than the first one. Before anyone in the car could react, Alex pulled the trigger. A huge explosion destroyed the officer and all the data. Just as Alex was leaving, a policeman stopped. Alex didn't panic. He responded calmly and simply, and the police didn't suspect a thing. Alex then took his family and moved to a new city where they started a happy life.